What if everything you've been told about planning a successful year is backward? What if everything isn't about the new year, the new goals, and it has everything to do with the very place we are trying to avoid? I'm talking about your past, the mistakes, the awkwardness, those failed projects that just didn't go through. If you're feeling just like our thoughts right now, take a deep breath and stick around. I'm going to show you exactly how we can mine the past year to become the fuel for the 2026. Hello and welcome back. I'm so happy today is a very beautiful day. As you can see, it's all giving and I'm in the mood, festivity. Anyways, Sandra is my name and we are on the Unfiltered Truths podcast, a place where we have conversations about getting to the wisdom within ourselves and getting back home to who we truly should be. And if that's who you are or that's how you feel, this is the right place to be. Hit subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and let's enjoy this. So, today, however you're feeling between festive holiday and the pressure to figure it out for the new year 2026, it's okay. You don't have to know it all. And we are going to talk about unwrapping the gift of the past year. Yes. You know very well, Boxing Day is a day when people return gifts. And for us, we are looking deeper in unwrapping those hidden gifts from the year that we've lived. So, where do I start? There's so much food everywhere. Anyway, so today I'm going to look at unwrapping the hidden gifts from the past year in three powerful lenses. One is going to be the data vis-a-vis the drama. When I talk about data vis-a-vis drama, I am talking about from the intro, I talked about the place that we're trying to avoid, the past mistakes or failed projects or just messiness in general. And if you had a book and drew a column, on one side you had drama and on the other side you had data, you will clearly be able to exteriorize this and don't look at yourself as a failure. For example, I pitched a business proposal to many people, and 3/4 way of the year, I felt like I was a failure. Maybe I was a fraud, which wasn't the case. But in retrospect now, as I share this, I realized that I pitched to 12 people. Two said yes, four told me maybe, and the other six said no. But mostly the feedback came as the pricing. So that doesn't mean that I was a failure. And if you feel in the same shoes, you're not a failure either. That only gives you something to work with. So there's a difference when you have data and when you have drama. So that's gift number one. The other gift is about the skills that we've acquired. It's been such a long year, a beautiful year. Had some hiccups here and there, but nonetheless, it's been beautiful. It's been such a great drive. So when I talk about the skills that we've acquired, because it's been a long year with ups and downs, there've been tough seasons. There are times where maybe some of you had a terrible job, but what skill did you learn from that terrible job? That terrible job taught you to be able to persevere and tolerate. If you had you had a tough time, you were able to be resilient. And if you had that difficult conversation, you were able to be more emotionally tolerant. So it's not all that bad. When I talk about skills that you've acquired, I don't mean technical skills. I mean more of like human skills. So you were able to acquire adaptability, you are able to acquire the emotional tolerance, and that's okay. Those are gifts that you don't learn from anywhere or you don't just pick up on. And it's beautiful. In as much as you may think, oh my God, the year's ended, I haven't achieved ABCD, you had probably a big long list that you were supposed to pounce on and achieve the entire year. And you feel like you haven't even met half of that. But I'm here to tell you that you actually did meet it and better. It may not be exactly the things that you wrote down, but you got other things in exchange. For example, those skills that I've just talked about. And then the other thing is the third one is the unseen strength, what I would call our superpowers. Like, what are those things that you knew if what like you if I asked a question and I'm like, what things did you do that you didn't know you had? Yeah. So those are like your superpowers. And if I look at the year, for the times that I had tough times, tough moments, tough seasons, could be a month, could have been a week or months, I would want to say that I was able to have the resilience to keep going regardless of whatever was happening. And I know you who's watching me have also gone through some tough times and you've been very resilient, you've bounced back. So that's a superpower that you have. So yeah, the third one would be finding those hidden strengths, or what I would say, the superpowers that we didn't know we had. Like if you ask yourself a question and you were like, what's the thing that I did or went through? And I couldn't recognize that I actually had it within me or something. Now, those superpowers I would look in terms of, let's say, for example, personally, this year I've been able to set boundaries. That's something I've always been thinking about for a very long time, and I never really um went ahead to like execute it. But this year I was very intentional because I felt like I needed to have boundaries. That's not something to shy away with. That's courage, and that's a superpower if you're courageous. The other superpower that I could recognize from this year is the been tough times, moments, could have been a week, weeks, or months, or a month, but I was able to like bounce back. I bent like a bamboo tree and still stood when when a storm passed. So resilience was another possible power that I've really witnessed a lot this past year. And the other thing is the ability to ask for help. I think there is no year that I've asked for help like I did this year. This year I was very, very intentional about asking for help. And that's wisdom, or what I would say, self awareness, to have the ability to know that at this point in time, I'm not able to proceed with this because I don't know, not because I don't know how to do it, but because I feel my strength ends here and I would like someone else to hold my hand or help me figure it out. And I believe someone watching has also experienced the same, but just because we have these grand New Year plans that we always set ourselves on to do and we have not met them. So we feel like we're failing, falling behind, things like that. But I'm here to tell you that you are not failing. You're exactly where you should be. And that's okay because you are able to you've uncovered your superpowers. You've been able to acquire some human skills And you've been able to get those things, that the small little things that you probably were neglecting. So this year, as we set out to start the new year, I don't want you to have like grand goals that you want to do, because everything you need to do for the new year isn't forward, it's backward. So when you do a retrospective review and see how you can pick out these things, they'll be able to fuel you for the next coming year. So as we come to a close, I don't want you to feel like you have failed or you're falling behind or you haven't done anything. Because in all honesty, I believe you have done that that you should have done. It may look as little, small things, but they're very big and they'll be able to fuel you for the coming year. It's okay if you don't have grand goals for 2026. It's very important for you to do a retrospective review, pick out these things, and be sure that your year will start okay. With that said, don't feel bad about 2025. Look deeper and get your superpowers. Look deeper and see what skills you acquired. Look deeper and just be sure that you have all these small little tools that I've talked about and you'll be able to get through the coming year. Until then, see you and happy Boxing Day. I value the time you've put in to watch this video. Thank you so much from my heart of hearts. If this message resonated with you in one way or the other, please subscribe. The purpose of this podcast is to bring hope, restoration, and resilience. Let's share this video with every one of us that we know is going through something and needs comfort.